Hello everybody, this is Fuzzfinger and welcome back to our next episode of Final Fantasy VII, where today we will be heading to the Temple of the Ancients on our continued chase of Sephiroth and on our quest to save the entire planet. So you want to be heading down to this southern eastern area of the world map. You can just see our little dot here. Now the Temple of the Ancients is that little red orangey dot thing to the left. The reason why I've parked the tiny Bronco here is just to show you where you might want to come should you want to level your party a little bit. It is possible to reach the Temple of the Ancients by around level 25 if you haven't been doing much grinding, although there are some bosses here which are very tough, so I recommend around level 40 for your characters. 38 to 40 should make things go nice and smoothly. And I also recommend that you learn slow, which is part of the time materia. And as you can see, I've just done that off camera. So yeah, this is a good little area. You can grind along the grassy area here, and the enemies give a few thousand experience and plenty of materia points to level up for you. And with that done, we can head over to the orange dot, which is right over to the left on its own island. It's a little bit of a maze to get here, by the way. You have to go all the way around the world map. So yeah, don't try and bother cutting through, there's no point. You won't get very far. But for now, we're almost there anyway. So just cut through all these little islands here and find a nice safe place to land on. This looks like as good a beach as any, so we'll drop right down here. And there you go, that is the giant ziggurat, the Temple of the Ancients. I am just going to equip Cloud with the white cape, since there are some annoying enemies here that seem to like to cast frog or toad or whatever it's called, and no doubt by now you've realised how annoying that is. So we'll just dispatch these things hopefully quite quickly. Ellie sucks a bit, I haven't been using her that much up until this point. Obviously you are going to need her to have some levels, seeing as how she's required for this part of the game. If you are quite low on levels, I do recommend you supplement your characters with the HP plus materials that you can purchase in Cosmo Canyon. So welcome to the Temple of the Ancients. And Ares seems to be able to commune with the temple itself. And there is a mysterious black caped figure up on the top. No doubt a pawn of Sephiroth, with a tattoo on him perhaps. And he was mumbling about something called the Black Materia. Sounds interesting, let's go and find out. And yes, the Shinra are here before us, thanks to Kate Sith's betrayal. Zeng doesn't look too good, to be honest. Cheers, Seng, appreciate it. Let's see if we have better luck here than you clearly did. So let's get this show rolling. Now the Temple of the Ancients looks like a confusing place, and it is a little bit confusing, but it's not as bad as it initially appears. Yeah, you see what I mean? The most annoying thing here is all the frogs that you encounter. For now we need to start off by following that weird blue purpley looking guy. That's the first thing we need to do, and it's the only thing we can do at the moment. Although this place looks really confusing, most of this area you can't actually walk on or reach anyway, so it is actually quite linear. Grab this chest. Trident. See what I mean? We can't even get up there. Or down there. Instead we need to head down, climb up the wall, and follow him that way. The enemies here aren't too challenging, so that's why I'm just using standard attacks. There we go, job done. Nicely dispatched. So just pop down here and head up here. But not before grabbing this green thing, a nice turbo ether. So you can see there's a few items to grab. There's a couple we've left at the moment, but we'll get them shortly. And what is in here? Silver rifle. Sounds like something that Vincent could put to good use. At the moment he's using the sniper CR since it has a nice amount of attack percentage. We could give him the silver rifle. It has a good damage to it, but it doesn't actually grow any of his materia. So for now I'm not going to bother. Maybe on before the bosses we will equip that, if we remember to do so. So this fellow here is actually an ancient. It looks like he's got a weird hat on that covers his entire face. Okay, I don't think he's got anything else to say. Oh yeah, you can rest there if you want to. And it's quick as well, look at that. So, you can save your game as well. I don't know why you'd want to change your mind about saving your game, but you get that option too if you want to. I mean, you have to come here anyway to progress the story, so you may as well. Now we want to head down south. So we'll climb down all these steps and walls and everything else that's in our way. Let's make sure there's no items down here. Yeah, I think that's the way we need to go. So before we do that, we're going to grab a couple of the other items. Yeah, the enemies here aren't too challenging at all. Although I guess they could be if you're a little low level. Right then, so just trying to think how best to get down. Yeah, I think we're coming the wrong way to go and get those materials. I'm just actually going to escape from this battle since I'm actually quite well levelled anyway. So we don't really want to delay things further. Ah, forget it. We'll kill them. We've had to wait this long anyway. A couple of aqua lungs should do the job, I think. There you go, 1 aqua lung. Awesome. It's still useful, even at this stage in the game. We've had it for, quite a while now, haven't we? Right then, so let's start heading down these steps here. See what we can reach. Well, looks like it's a nice chest. These things aren't too challenging, and since Cloud can't be turned into a frog, we'll use him to cast Aqua Lung. So yeah, I do recommend equipping the white cape if you have it. Hopefully Aqua Lung won't heal the toads, heal them. No, it doesn't. It kills them. Lovely. And Vincent's level 40. Rocket Punch, I believe that is a weapon for our friend Barrett, if you have him in your party. So yeah, you want to follow that ancient when and where you can. There's nothing down there. We seem to have missed this materia, and I'm just trying to think what it is. I think it's the morph materia, which is actually quite important. So I'm just going to have a quick look at how we might seem to reach it. Yeah, pretty obvious really, isn't it? We just climb up here. There is also that chest you can see which is unopened. I really want to get that, because that is the ribbon accessory, and it's a luck plus, so not a morph. There is a morph materia here somewhere, but we'll throw the luck plus on Cloud. Luck plus 10%. Right, now how in the world do we get to that material, that ribbon accessory? I want to be cautious about heading down into the section to the left, seeing as how that will move us into the next area. So I'm just going to head down this green, just to those doors there next to us. Just going to head down this green vine and try and reach that ribbon somehow, since that is definitely the most powerful accessory in the entire game. We do not want to miss it. We're not going to bother running, seeing as how 1 Aqua Lung will do the job. At least it did last time, so I presume it will this time as well. So I get a little bit of experience, even if it's not much at this level. It's weird, I used to play this game a lot, and things like this materia and chest and stuff, I could just know instinctively how to grab. But since I haven't played for so long, I seem to have lost that uncanny ability. I mean, I don't know if there's a way through here, but... I'm just thinking on second thoughts, actually. I've got this feeling that we don't access this ribbon this way. In fact, it might not even be a ribbon. I don't even know what it is. There is a ribbon in this place, and I'm assuming it's that chest, but I think it might even come later. So we'll leave that for now. We'll just head to the next area. There is definitely a ribbon here, but I think you might access it later on. Leveled up the HP plus, always nice. Just double check that we can't get down here. Nah, I didn't expect to. Yeah, we'll leave it. We'll leave it for now. Let's make our way to the next area. So we go up again, through here, down here. Yeah, we'll leave that chest. And Ares has levelled up. Wonderful. Where are we? Oh, there we are. Right, so we'll head back down here. I can't see any way of getting that chest right now, so we must have to find it later on. But when you're ready and you've collected everything you think you can collect, just head over here. And there is another ancient. And what in the world is that? Okay, so this is the moving boulder room, and in order to escape these boulders you have to land underneath them, like that. They're U-shaped boulders, which is fairly handy if you ask me. And there's the morph material we were talking about earlier. That is an important material, it's situational, but it basically turns an enemy with low health into an item, which we do need to do later on for certain aspects of the optional game. One more perhaps? Yep. Oh, we're there now. If you get hit by one of those boulders, then you have to start from the beginning of the course, or if you get hit after you've made it halfway through, you have to start from that point. Now what's going on over here? Well, this is weird. Well, this seems to be a flashback from when the Turks were here, before Seg was injured. And look who it is, it's Sephiroth himself. So clearly Sephiroth is on a mad path of absolute power. Of course we know that Sephiroth kind of failed there since Seng wasn't dead, but at least we now know how he was injured when we found him. Okay, good luck with that, Cloud. I'm sure we'll be right behind you. And once again, you can rest and save. Thank you, that took a bit of a while that time. There we go, all saved and rested up. And now we have a clock room. Now here we can actually move the clock to where we want it to go, and there are some basic items we can collect, which we will almost certainly want to do, so we can speed up time or go back in time. First of all, we're going to go to room number 4. Don't let the second hand knock you off, or you'll end up with an enemy encounter. And that Roman numeral was wrong, it had 4 eyes. It should have been IV. Weird. So here's our first item. Some of the rooms also have enemy encounters, by the way, in them. Yeah, that looks pretty awesome. But I'm going to continue with Ares' Wiser Staff to level up the materia she's using, especially since her basic attack is rubbish anyway. And I'm pretty sure it's from this room that we access the ribbon we was talking about. Ah, now I've just pressed the wrong button. So let's try that again. Okay, so we want to go back in time. And we want to start again. Since you can only move the one hand, that's the way you have to do it, I believe. Okay, so let's move it ourselves. And we just want to go into the next room, because there is an item in here, I know that, and it's the ribbon, yes! I knew there was a way to access that ribbon, and there it is. And we are definitely going to give that to Cloud. Look at that, protects against all abnormal status effects. Almost certainly the best accessory in the game. And don't worry, you can collect multiple ribbons later on for every character. So we'll proceed again, seeing as how we don't want to move the hand until we're safely across to the other side. There's 2 more items you might want to collect here. The next one is in room 7, which is here. And we are able to collect a trumpet shell, which I'm suspecting is a weapon for Kate Sith, the little traitor. I mean, he might not be. It could be anything, really. And there's one more item I want to collect, and it is a good item, so I do want to collect it. And it is in room 8, so hopefully, yeah, that'll do. And I believe it's a Mega Elixir. By the way, make sure you keep 2 Mega Elixirs, because there's a little trick I want to show you later on that teaches you how to multiply items. It's not a hack or anything, it's part of the game, but you do need 2 of the item you want to create multiple items of. And you can only do it on battle items as well, but I'll talk more about it as we get there. Right. So I was trying to think which door we have to go through now. Ah, that's not good. Yeah. That's really annoying. Yeah, that is really annoying. No! Goodness me. Oh yeah, I pressed the wrong button, which is why the clock started spinning randomly. We need to be getting to room 6. Right then, so first of all we need to obviously give access to Cloud. So I'll have to move over here first, since that's the hand that doesn't move. We don't need to go in there, it's just a dead end. I just needed to bring access to that hand. And we want to go to room 6. Oh no! Ugh. I keep doing that, pressing the wrong button. Let's try it again. Right, move it myself. Go back in time. That's it. And this is where we need to go. And this is a room with many mazes. And as you can see, the guard is about to run away. Right then, and so now we're going to have to basically look at how to reach that guard. And that's not particularly easy. What's this about? You must be tired. Oh, I thought it was going to let us rest again. Okay, so we basically need to figure out how to capture this guy. Okay, sounds good.